My teacher once said that when you play the drums, it's like your hands are making salawat. So each time I pick up a drum, whether it be my daf or my djembe, I go back to what he said, that my hands are making salawat and that the drums are joining me in that salawat. And I know that as a black Muslim woman, when I pick up these drums, I'm also reconnecting to that heritage. As a black African, I know that my ancestors would be playing the drums. Whether that be through celebration, in praise of Allah, in remembering the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whether it be at times of sorrow, whether it be as a means of healing the community and gathering the community, I know that my ancestors would use the drums on a regular basis. I also know that as a Muslim woman, I come from a heritage where the women and the children gathered as they sung for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that they would also drum, and they would do their dhikr and remembrance of Allah and in praise of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So again, these drums are more than just sounds. These drums are a way for me to stay rooted firmly as a black Muslim woman, connected to that heritage, and being able to express myself and express the love that I have for Allah and the love that I have for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in an authentic way that feels really right to me. And so when we gather with our drums, and when we gather in these gatherings of drumming and singing and of dhikr, I also know that it's an opportunity for us to connect. It's a moment for us to harvest communities that are full of deep connection. And now science has actually shown us that in a community or in a gathering of people, when they sit and they listen to rhythm, just listening to rhythm together, it helps to create bonds. And this begins to deepen and deepen the more that they participate in the rhythm, whether that be through singing, whether that be through playing the drum, or even if that means tapping their foot or swaying to the rhythm. This is where a deeper connection happens. This is where you can be in a space and your hearts begin to be in sync with each other. And yes, I'm speaking about metaphorically, but also studies have shown that actually the heart rate begins to come into sync. And before you know it, the group and the gathering are on the same heart rate. So when I sit and I play the drum, yes, I'm joyful. Yes, I love to sing. I love to drum. But I know that there's something more that's happening. I know that this opportunity to praise and remember Allah is an opportunity that can be spread between myself and the entire gathering of people, the entire community of people. And so we try and encourage this space of moving away from this idea of being a separation of performer and audience, of being passively entertained by watching entertainment, but rather be in a space of participating, of exploring your own creativity. And there, in this way, we're able to harvest this community of creative reflections of salawat. And it's so beautiful. So I always encourage the next time that you are ever in a space to explore that, to participate, whether that be singing, drumming, swaying, to participate in it. And not to worry too much about whether you sound like a sweet, sweet harmony, or whether this pitch is right, or just to sing. And to know that what makes your voice beautiful is the salawat, the dhikr, the praise of Allah is what's beautifying your voices. It reminds me of this really beautiful Rumi's quote that says, be like the birds who sing and don't really care who's listening and what they think. They still continue to sing.